The Iberian Peninsula derby between Portugal and Spain has come and gone. But the most important talking point is going to be that Cristiano Ronaldo will never win a World Cup in the entirety of his footballing career. This is something incredibly sad because as a Cristiano Ronaldo fan myself, I thought that this is the time, this is the platform for him to have gone on and then won, the World Cup. But sadly, it has come to pass that he's never going to add among his accolades the most prestigious, the most important trophy that has eluded him, being the World Cup. But delving into the match itself, I thought that it was a match of equals where two teams were equally yoked, defensively, attacking wise. There's absolutely nothing to detach them. There's absolutely nothing to differentiate between what the Portuguese were doing and what the Spanish team was doing. But tactically, you could understand that there wasn't any difference. You understand? Because if you look at the history behind Portugal and their rivalry with the Spanish national team, it's been there for a long time. But at the highest point, where the stakes were the highest, the Spanish team came up on top. And in doing so, Spain became the only team in the history of the World Cup to have gone 6 consecutive matches without conceding a goal. That is an incredible statistics. That is a statistics that tells you that the Spanish national team, even though apart from winning the World Cup in 2010, hasn't really made any meaningful impact when it comes to the World Cup. They have been able to keep clean sheets. 6 consecutively. No, absolutely no team. Not even the German machine. Not even the Samba Boys of Brazil. Not even the 3 Lions of England have been able to achieve that accolade. But it goes to tell you that the Spanish national team have done something incredible, And to me, it is also a passing of the baton from a legend in the mode of Cristiano Ronaldo to an up and coming superstar in Lamine Yamal. It is an incredible experience, because if you look at the trajectory of both players, these are players that have established themselves in different eras. Cristiano Ronaldo establishing himself from 2004, 2005 till now, and Lamine Yamal, exploding onto the scene a couple of seasons ago. But I incredibly, there are matches where you don't talk tactics. There are matches where you don't talk the nature of the game, but you have to talk about the participants. The participants, and it is something that I thought that it was going to be a swan song for Cristiano Ronaldo. And don't forget, the debate is always going to be on. The debate is going to be raging on as to who the best in the history of the game is. And now that Lionel Messi is going to supersede Cristiano Ronaldo with that incredible World Cup in 2022, is that going to be the difference? Is that going to be the caveat? Is that going to be what Lionel Messi uses to be crowned as better player than Cristiano Ronaldo? But don't forget also that if you look at the history of these two teams, the history of Cristiano Ronaldo's Portugal and Lionel Messi's Argentina, you can compare them. There's absolutely nothing that can juxtapose these two vis-a-vis, because one is a footballing nation, one has prestige and history when it comes to their football, and the other doesn't. And we have to say, that in as much as it is sad, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to retire without winning the most important trophy. Delving into the game itself, it was a game of equals, like I rightly indicated. They were equally yoked. The Spanish national team will always, on a normal day, take over possession, and that's exactly what they did. You understand? The first half was a bit cagey. The teams were able to size themselves up. Created a bit of chances here and there. But I have a problem with the way the Portuguese national team did not play to the strength of Cristiano Ronaldo, because let's be fair. Let's be fair to ourselves. Cristiano Ronaldo is the primus inter pares in that Portuguese team. So if the players are not willing, if the players do not want to play to the strength of Cristiano Ronaldo, it's going to be difficult for him to make an impact, because don't forget, at the age of 41, it is difficult for him to take the game by the scarf. You understand? And we have to accept that fact, that the players also did not come to the party. That the likes of Rafael Leao, the likes of what's the name, Bruno Fernandes, did not come to the party. You know, because I thought that with the kind of quality that they have, they should have fought more. And you see, to have considered a goal in the 91st minute of other time is to me cruel. But that is football. Football doesn't end until the whistle goes. Football doesn't end until the referee ends the game. So when you lose concentration in every moment, in any moment or any aspect of the game, you are going to be punished. And that's exactly what Merino did. You know, fantastic goal by our standard. But it is what it is. You know, Cristiano Ronaldo is going to go down as one of the best in the history of the game, but without winning the most important trophy in his career. And it saddens me, but that is what it is. Another incredible statistics that this game brought up is the fact that Portugal has never won a back-to-back game in the World Cup, in the quarterfinal, in the knockout phases since 2006. You know, so it is an incredible what's the name, statistics which is telling, which poorly reflects on the Portuguese national team. And to be sincere with you, if proud to the game, I thought that Portugal was going to win, because if you look at because you know, a couple of years ago, Portugal did beat the Spanish national team to lift the Nations Cup. So I thought that momentum was still going to be with them. But you know, you can't really compare the Nations League to the World Cup, the most important, you know, football tournament in the world. But at the end of the day, I believe that the Spanish national team, they don't have the quality to topple the French national team. They don't have that, you know, that dexterity about them. They don't have that flamboyance about them. The flamboyance that they had in 2010 when they lifted the trophy in South Africa. They don't have that fear factor about them again. But you know, gradually they are also growing into the tournament. Don't forget that in the group stages, they were held to a goalless draw by Cape Verde, but they were able to qualify into the round of 32 and then into the round of 16th. And now they are also moving on to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. And gradually, we are coming to the end of the World Cup. But we are now at a crucial stage where if you are able to win your quarterfinals game, you are guaranteed a berth in the semi-finals. But what do you think people are going to say about Cristiano Ronaldo? Is he going to be an all-time great? Is he going to be the best in the history of the game? Or without the World Cup, his stature is going to be negligible? What do you think? Put your suggestions and your comment into the comment section, and let's have a convo. Let's have a serious deliberation, a serious conversation about this topic.